Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Gotta be lying.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Connects on the crosser. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll run for this. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Offense in a hurry up here.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That one connects. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Gould on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! Tipped off by Dan.
They love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's Dak. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Looking inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Back play straight ahead. And they're not going to get him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
Ooh, running to the right. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. It's no good, an easy kick, but he hangs it right. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 43.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
Pass the 60. Pass it. Like it.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the 1st. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Richardson now. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards. It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Richardson to throw again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Colts first down.
Throwing again, Richardson. Taken in by Noah Fant. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
It's a gain of 10.
From the red zone now.
First down.
He brings it in. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender's recovering.
It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down. They go again with Taylor. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down.
Third and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right to the line, eh? Hey, 47. 22.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Going into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Javarius Ward picks it off.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort and minimize the damage with very little return.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Caught, nice game left side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, boy. 26.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Prescott. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the
in the red zone on 1st. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Zaire Franklin. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out. It looks like just about a step or 2 before he can get to that 20. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Motion him out of the backfield left. Richardson on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. They'll check it down to Taylor. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
He can run it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Stop low. Wait. Come on. Come on. Hey.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Left side into the hands of Warren. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 42-yard line.
69, Cougar 19.
To throw, Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available.
And they get to him again. And a couple of really good plays Brock made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Back to throw it. Called in by Lamb, right side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
14 yards.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
27. Yeah. There we go. 26.
Here's the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
26.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. He'll dump this. Oh, he loses the football. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Has it downfield, working the left. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
The play lost a yard. It's now
10 up now, running right. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
loss of 2 yards.
Looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
First down.
No.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Taylor again. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that.
2nd down, looking for options. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 7. First down, Indianapolis.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Colts first down.
Ready.
First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Start. Come next. 70 Lions.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
On the counter, it's Taylor. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Come on. Ready.
Richardson. Forced out to his right. Has it at the 7. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take 40. Here we go, 47.
First down, here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Throwing again is Dak. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, Floyd.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him on the slant. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Dak throwing again. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now it's Prescott again. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Yeah, here we go.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott to throw once more. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
On first down, it's Richardson. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Colts nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. Viking 18.
Throwing now, Richardson. Hits his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, they need 7. Taylor now, up the middle. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And hey, we see him under the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take one.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Fits it through the middle. And he has this down to the 34. They get 37 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Dak now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Looking to throw it. Lamb brings it in yet again. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it fourth and short.
Brings up fourth down.
Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
And that should be our final highlight from this one.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go. Back to the line they come. 2nd down.
Come on.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs them up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies, Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Nigga mad bet, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me